Hey sis, I've been in your shoes. I've wondered how to step outside of my comfort zone and live the bold and fulfilled life that I wanted and now know that I too deserve. I know what it feels like to struggle as a single mom, to struggle with lack of money, to struggle with lack of resources, lack of self-esteem, and all the crazy shit life throws at you sometimes. I have felt powerless, unfulfilled, unattractive, unsupported, and unwanted for years before I had my breakthrough. There's an answer for you too. You can live boldly, have the life that you desire, break generational curses, and overcome trauma from your past. Welcome to the Wellness Homegirl Podcast. This is the mega center for all things wellness, where I will give you all of the tools, tips, tricks, and hacks to help you master your limiting beliefs and take your life to the next level based on the 7 pillars of wellness. Every week, I will bring you advice, inspiring conversations, the conversations no one wants to talk about, the things you weren't taught growing up, and expert insight from industry leaders on various topics. Sis, it is time to stop just living and making it through the day-to-day motions. It is time to be well.
The wellness homegirl, the wellness homegirl, the wellness homegirl. It's time to just stop living, it's time to be well. The wellness homegirl, the wellness homegirl, the wellness homegirl. It's time to just stop living, it's time to be well. Wellness, 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 the wellness homegirl. Wellness, 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 wellness homegirl. Welcome to the Wellness Homegirl Podcast with Whitney Nicole. Want the real honest truth about taking your life to the next level? Where you're in the right place. It's time for us to stop just living. It's time for us to be well. The Wellness Homegirl.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Whitney Nicole, the Wellness Homegirl, and welcome back to another episode of the Wellness Homegirl Podcast, where we talk about all things wellness, all things life, all things just everything. We just talk about everything because we do, okay? And, but yes, I'm so glad y'all joined me on this Monday. Happy Monday. I hope you have a beautiful day today. And let's just jump into it because, this is something that has been big for me lately. So it's easier to give advice than it is to take it. But why? Why is that? So I think it's because we lack confidence. And we lack confidence because we lie to ourselves. We tell ourselves we're going to do this. We're going to lose weight. We're going to read a book. We're going to accomplish this goal. We're going to do this thing and this thing and this thing. And then we don't do it. So we lack confidence in ourselves because we lie to ourselves. I know I've talked about this on a previous podcast episode. But also, I went to that Black Equity conference in Miami a couple weeks ago, and that's one of the things that really stood out for me. It was a speaker by the name of Myron Golden. If you do not know Myron Golden, he is an amazing man. I talked about him a couple episodes ago, but go look him up on YouTube, Instagram, or whatever. I swear you will learn something about yourself just by hearing him talk. He's amazing. But he did talk about confidence, and confidence is to trust yourself. And we don't trust ourselves because we lie to ourselves. And so we have to stop letting ourselves off the hook. And when you let yourself off the hook, you're teaching yourself not to trust yourself. Like if you say you're going to do something, we want everybody else to tell us the truth and to be honest and open with us. But then we're not open and honest with ourselves about things, about the goals we're supposed to be working on, about the projects we're supposed to be working on. We let ourselves off the hook, but we don't let other people off the hook. Like, no, if you're not gonna let nobody else lie to you, don't let yourself lie to you either. And so that's why it is easier to give advice than it is to take it. But just think about the things you really, tell your friends, like if they're going through a similar situation. Put yourself in the other person's shoes and really take your own advice. If this was a friend that was going through, or that was an abusive relationship, what would you tell your friend? Like, put yourself in the other person's shoes and learn to really take your own advice and to really trust yourself. If you truly trust yourself and trust your decision making, that is going to make all the difference in the world for you in how you move, how you live your life, period. And so, like, trusting yourself can be a game changer in life. Like, literally trusting yourself can change your whole life. So some ways to definitely trust yourself and what it means to have true self-esteem. Like, how can you get there? How can you do that? You need to take care of yourself. Absolutely have to take care of yourself. Building that confidence in yourself, you have to take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. You have to build yourself up. Do that by, y'all know I'm a big advocate of journaling, reading books, take a class, learn something new, talk to somebody who's been there before. You have to take care of yourself, eat well, exercise. Y'all, I've been on this exercise thing on and off for years, but I know that when I truly hit the gym and I go hard, like, it makes me want to go hard in other areas of my life too. It helps me to focus. It helps me to think more clearly. It helps me to sleep better. A lot of times when you work on one area of your life, it will improve other areas of your life as well. Also, another way to help improve your self-confidence is to challenge the bad thoughts about yourself. I'm talking about, listen, people will probably think I am crazy, y'all. I talk to myself all the time. Like, literally out loud. I talk to myself. I talk to God out loud all the time. In my car, people probably be thinking I'm on the phone. No, I'm talking to God. I'm talking to myself. Sometimes you have to talk through things to make it make sense. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I'll say it to the day I die. Like, there is nothing wrong with talking to yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't care what that little stigma was. They used to tell you were crazy when you talk to yourself when I don't care. Talk to yourself. Sometimes you need to talk it out. Say you're having bad thoughts about yourself. Oh, I'm just so stupid. Like, am I really stupid? Like, I literally have an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree. I save lives for a living. Like, I can tell you what medications we need to give for what type of infection. Are you really stupid, or did you make a stupid decision? You're right, Whitney. I made a stupid decision. Like, sometimes you got to talk to yourself like that, because your mind will lead you down a crazy path. And that's what the devil want to do. He wants your mind. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And he does that through your thinking. So, no, you have to challenge your bad thoughts about yourself. And there's nothing wrong with talking to yourself. So do it. Okay. 3, relax. Relax. Have y'all seen that on TikTok? Relax. Listen, relax. I saw a video today on TikTok where the girl was talking about she's going through this healing journey because she had a pretty bad breakup at the beginning of the year, and she had to take time away from her healing journey to just live, to just do for herself, to just enjoy life and not even think about just the healing or the hurt or whatever. And sometimes you need to do that. You need to relax. Go for a walk in nature. Get a massage. Get a wax. Get your nails and toes done. Get your hair done. Go on a trip. Like, whatever it is for you to relax. It might just be sitting watching TV or watching TikToks all day. Taking a bubble bath. Like, truly learn how to turn things off and relax. Y'all, I had never really like meditated, but I tried it a couple times, and honestly, it is so relaxing. Like, I set a timer, like, okay, let me just start with 5 minutes. And then I did like 10 minutes. And literally just laying in the bed, just wanting to hear from God. And I was so relaxed. And like the timer went off. I'm like, dang, it's been 10 minutes already. And I have actually like heard from God and gotten words from God just by just sitting there and meditating and letting Him just talk to me, like, or just be silent. Like, I'm telling y'all, it's an amazing thing. So learn how to truly relax to reduce stress. And it's going to be different for everybody. Whatever makes you comfortable, you do that thing. And then number four, what are you going to do to build your self-confidence? You are going to set goals, and you're going to keep those goals. So if you're the type of person who's like, oh, I'm going to make $75,000 this month, and you ain't never even made $5,000 in a month, like, dial it back, sis. Let's dial it back. But set some goals. Okay, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times this week. I'm going to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to go at 6 p.m. Whatever it is, set the goals. And make sure you complete the thing. And if you need to, get an accountability partner. And you may not feel like going, but make yourself go anyway, because that is how you build self-confidence, because now your mind can trust that you are going to do what you said you were going to do. And don't get so stuck on the list. Sometimes things are not going to work out how they plan to work out. So say something comes up on Wednesday and you didn't get to go to the gym. Don't get just hung up on that. Go Thursday instead. I mean, it's fine. Switch it up. Be flexible too when you are setting your goals. Don't change the goal if the plan has to change, or if the it's like GPS. Like, sometimes you have to be rerouted, but you're still going to get to the same place. So don't just be let down, and don't just be hard on yourself. Still give yourself a little bit of grace. Maybe you don't feel like going Wednesday, but make sure you go Thursday instead, sis. So be flexible in that. And then try new things. Like, our brains are good at learning new things, and learning new things helps you build confidence in yourself, because you didn't know you could do that thing. So definitely try new y'all know that's one of my favorite things to do, is try new restaurants, try new activities. Y'all, I have so many TikToks saved, and I've started a list of things I want to do while I am here in Seattle. So I'm telling y'all gotta follow me on Instagram, _wellness_homegirl, and on TikTok, the wellness homegirl, because sis is about to be out in these Seattle streets trying all the new things. Like, don't be surprised if I come back to Texas and I got a whole new degree. I'm a zookeeper or something, because sis learned that in Seattle, because I'm gonna try some stuff. Okay, maybe not that extreme, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. And so don't be afraid to try new things and learn new things. Surround yourself with people who make you feel good. Okay, listen, that should have been at the top of the list, but the people you are around, I said this in my last episode, is so important. It's so important, because energies are transferable. And if people are not building you up and making you happy and making you just love life a little bit more, then get rid of them. And yes, it's easier said than done, but at this point in life, I know y'all have seen this meme. It says, life is too short to not be happy. And it's so true. Like, they gotta go. I don't care if it's your mama, daddy, sister, cousin, brother, husband, wife, I don't know. If they are truly bringing you down and you can't work through it, bye. Gotta go. Got to go, missile. So, like, be around people who are feeding you in a good way. Those toxic relationships, those toxic traits, they gotta go. Like, we be holding on to people and to things, and for what? Like, you're ultimately responsible for your life, for your happiness, so they gotta go. Even if it's something that reminds you of that toxic relationship. I was watching a girl on TikTok earlier, the same girl I was just talking about, and she said her ex bought her microwave, so she threw it away. She was like, I just was looking at the microwave and had a whole meltdown, so I put the whole microwave on the curb and put a free sign on it. That's the energy I'm talking about. Get rid of it. Whether it's things, people, whatever it is, it gotta go if it is not bringing you joy and positivity and a great life. You're gonna always go through some things. You're gonna have disagreements and all of that, but that's a part of life. But if you can't have healthy disagreements, if you cannot have healthy arguments, listen, sometimes you need to argue. If you can't get through that and still love that person and still have a good day, and like if your whole day is ruined because y'all had a disagreement and they not talking to you for 2 weeks and all of that, no. We're not doing that in our 30s. We're not doing it. Get rid of it. Period. So these are just some things that I read as far about like self-confidence and building your self-esteem. It's actually a list on ditchthelabel.org. There's some more things on there, but those are the things that really stuck out to me. So that's what we're working on in this season, sis, like building our self-confidence, building our self-esteem. If you are confident in who you are, where you are, what you want, and where you're going, you can give the advice, take the advice, and move forward in life. Like, it's so important. So don't be that person that just gives all the good advice and just do something totally different. And just like, you giving amazing advice, girl, you need to do this, and girl, this, like you empowering other people, and then you just living a bullshit ass life. Like, no. Like, no. that don't even make sense. Like, give the advice and take the good advice. And sometimes you need people to give you some advice too. Like, you can't just always be the advice giver. You can't always be the strong friend, sis. So that's why it is easier to give advice than it is to take it, because we lack self-esteem and self-confidence. So what are you going to do to build your self-confidence, to build your self-esteem? Just really think about it. Write it down. Like, I'm going to work on these things. Like, if you need a little bit of help and you don't know what to do, look back in my past episodes about becoming her, because those things can definitely help you. Go back to the beginning when I first started my podcast and listen to the episode about the 8 pillars of wellness. There's some episodes about goal setting as well, because that can help you build confidence. Go through the 8 pillars and how do you want to improve in those areas. But the first thing is, the most important thing I believe, is not letting yourself off the hook. If you have some big goals, some things you want to accomplish mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, work on those things and don't let yourself off the hook until you accomplish them. Put a date on it and go for it. And like I said, if you need an accountability partner, get an accountability partner. If you need to get a financial advisor so you can't overspend, they give you a budget or they give you a certain amount of money for the month, then sis, that's what you need to do. Do whatever it takes to get the life that you truly desire. We often tell ourselves that we can't do it, we can't get it because it's hard, but you absolutely can. And the first step is building that self-confidence. Self-confidence is everything. And yeah, so do it. Like, go do it. So what you working on, sis? Like, this week, make one goal for this week. I am going to do this thing this week. No excuses. And post about it. Post it on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. I am doing this week, point blank, period. And if you post about it, you got to do it. I'm just saying, like, that's what I heard. If you post it, you got to do it. And so that's today's episode, y'all. It's easier to give advice than it is to take it, because it truly is, but we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to give good advice, and we're going to take our own good advice and get good advice from great people, because we're only going to have great people in our lives. So y'all have an amazing week. Y'all post those goals, tag me in it at Whitney Metcalf on Facebook, Instagram, _wellness_homegirl. And don't forget about your freebies and your journal on thewellnesshomegirl.com. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing, beautiful week, and y'all be blessed, be beautiful, and be well. Bye. Hey sis, thank you so much for listening to the Wellness Homegirl podcast. I appreciate you so much. You guys do not even know. But have you left your 5-star review yet? Have you? No? Okay, I need you to go do that for me. Your reviews help us get the wellness word out to other women like ourselves who are trying to level up in life. Also, sis, I know you're on social media, so feel free to share the podcast on your social media platforms and tag me. Tag me, the_wellness_homegirl. Also, if you're using the tips and tricks, if you're leveling up, if you're taking the advice you get from the podcast, tag me in those posts, sis. I want to see it all. I want to know how this podcast is benefiting you. Also, if you have a topic that you would like me to discuss, or know someone who would be an excellent guest for the podcast, or you just want to leave me some feedback, feel free to email me at info@thewellnesshomegirl.com. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all be beautiful, be blessed, and be well.
Well, that concludes this episode of the Wellness Homegirl podcast with Whitney Nicole. Make sure you share the podcast to your stories and tag Whitney in the story as well. You never know, you may just win something for your support. Thanks for listening.